a stupid knife. I told the manager, when I bleed, I bleed. So I gotta clean up this mess.
Okay. At that, we're gonna have to go get some gas because they don't have any gas. Now, I also got what's known as a Coca-Cola. One of the reasons Wall Street is still going is because of Coca-Cola. Go for the bite. We're going in. That's a hot dog. Pretty good. Not too bad. About like what you'd taste at the fair.
As I was recording this gas station review, Linda sent me a text, a video text, of her finger getting cut where she works at in the deli at Sprouts in Carrollton. I immediately rushed over there to investigate exactly what went on.
That's Linda's blood. Right there. Those are blood splatters. Hi, are you okay? It's not ketchup. I want to see it. No, I want to see the wrap. Okay, so how did it happen?
Okay.
Yeah, I can see through the wrap.
I'm back. No,
How did it happen? I want to know how it happened.
Put it every stay.
I don't care. How did it happen?
I told you it was a knife in the sink that I left it there.
Which knife? Where?
Oh my gosh.
I want to know where.
Which
Which sink? Point to the sink.
You put it.
Point to the sink. Point.
Sink.
This sink right here?
Sink.
Okay, where's the knife?
You got my trash or something. Can you give me 5 minutes? I need to get these dishes done. No,
You're not gonna do dishes, we're gonna address the one here. Okay, that's fine, but come on with me, we don't have to worry about him. Come on, let's go.
So Linda was at work and cut her finger on a very sharp knife in the kitchen area of the deli where she works at. I called because they called the EMS, or they called 911 or whatever, because she would not go to the ER or whatever. So she's in the process of dealing with a cut that happened on her finger. And I got a video message that was sent to me on my text.
Look. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, barely nobody wants to help me over here. Well, got my finger on a stupid knife. I told the manager, when I bleed, I bleed. So I gotta clean up this mess.
I got a video message that was sent to me on my text. So through my SMS, it's a text. The video showed that her finger was cut pretty bad, and I told her, I couldn't tell from the video, but it looked pretty bad. She was in the deli when she sent it, or near the deli area or whatever. I went there, and she had her finger wrapped in some blue thing, and was still working. So through my SMS, it's a text. The video showed that her finger was cut pretty bad, and I told her, I couldn't tell from the video, but it looked pretty bad. She was in the deli when she sent it, or near the deli area or whatever. I went there, and she had her finger wrapped in some blue thing, and was still working. They suggested that she go to the ER. EMS was called, so they ended up calling 911, and they're dealing with the situation right now. I'm waiting right now on, I guess, to find out what they're going to do. So I don't know. And they're wanting me to sign some kind of paperwork or something. I don't know what the deal is. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, I spoke with Renee at Sprouts in Carrollton. So it's off of Hebron. She's one of the managers there. And I don't know. She wanted me to go over there and pick her up, and they had already called 911. I asked if the paramedics were there at Sprouts, and she said EMS. They used the word, I think they used the word EMS. Then they want her to go to a facility that's somewhere near where Sprouts is to have them look at her finger. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on, and they're relaying messages to her, I guess. Okay, so I got in touch with the same person at Sprouts, and they told me the paramedics looked at it, and the bleeding has finally stopped. So they said that they wanted her to see another doctor or something. She can refuse service, but what they're saying is that the bleeding pretty much, they stopped the bleeding or whatever, so it wasn't that bad, or the paramedics would have, rolled her away on a stretcher or something. So from the video that she sent me, it looked pretty horrible. So, okay, so now I'm finally fine. Stuff like that scares the crap out of me. So, because I can't really show you the video because it's like blood leaking into a can. It looked pretty bad. So I guess she's okay. Okay. So 3 cops showed up at Sprouts along with the ambulance. They probably just heard knife. It was like a 1020. Well, no, not 1021. 1020's location. I know 1091 is a vicious animal. I don't know. 1091V is vicious animal. A knife is not a vicious animal. I don't know. I don't go around them. So, ambulance showed up. Supposedly, she took off because she has a registration thing going on, or I don't know. It was a registration. I have no idea. So I don't know. So her phone's there. They got her iPhone at Sprouts. She cut her finger on a basically it was like a one of those chicken knives, those meat knives. They're super sharp, and it was in a soapy water in the kitchen or something like that. That's what she told me. And then I saw the footage because she took footage of her finger and it was bleeding out pretty bad. I said, well, what are you going to do? And so I went down there to take another look at it. She had it wrapped up in the blue. They said to go to the emergency room, and then the paramedics showed up, and once the cops got there, she jetted. She took off, and I guess they got her phone. So, I don't know. I spoke to Haley. She's 29 years old. She picked up Linda at a 7-Eleven off of Josie and Hebron, where she witnessed Dustin pick her up in a gray Honda. And Haley, I think her name was Haley, said that she looked kind of scared. And Haley is also she was an ex-addict. Haley sounded clean. Haley is like once an addict or a recovering addict, and said that maybe she might have had a problem. But Haley got to look at her finger and said that her finger looked okay. But her phone, I guess, is at work or whatever. The police showed up. They wanted to do a drug test, and she vanished. So I don't know. Supposedly Dustin looks pretty mad, and I don't know. I'm just glad her finger's okay, because from what I saw the footage, it looked bad. And they thought Sprouts, the management at Sprouts, I think her name was Renee, she thought that it looked pretty bad too. But then once the police showed, because of her registration, whatever, she took off. And I don't blame her. I don't trust the police nowadays. Anyway, the police they've got a horrible rap, and I wouldn't trust them.
More police have gone to jail this year than ever. So many people do not trust the police.
So she took off to a nearby 7-Eleven, who they picked up. Haley dropped off the 7-Eleven where Dustin picked her up, I guess. And I don't know. So, I don't know. I guess now she's probably going to have to try to get her phone or something. Yeah, something happens at work like this, and you know, you never know. So.